Alright, welcome to the second part of this series where I'm going to show you the hidden fees when you buy any property in Malaysia. Now for this video, I'm going to show you do-it-yourself examples where you can simply use your smartphone to see all of these hidden fees clearly. Now going back to the previous example from the part 1 video, if you want to buy a 500k property, the 90% loan will be covered by the banks and the 10% is going to be paid by you. So how much are the hidden fees? Alright, so these are the 6 hidden fees, 3 for the SPA, 3 for the loan agreement, and if you're buying a sub-sale, there will be another valuation fee. So sub-sales are pretty much properties that are already completed and are not under construction. Now here's one app that I recommend that you can use. It's called PCMY, which is Property Calculator Malaysia. It's very fast, easy to use, but unfortunately, it's only available for Android, which is something that I don't understand because most of the property agents that I meet or bankers, they use iPhones, and this app isn't available in the iOS App Store. Now, if you don't have an Android phone, either you could borrow anyone that has an Android phone, or you can just simply buy a cheap Android phone that costs a few hundred specifically to be used for this, because if you're a property advisor like me, this app is very important, trust me. So now when you go into the dashboard, into the app, this is what it will look like. Now there are many options, maybe you can play around with this in your free time, but I want you to look at the first option, which is the mortgage loan entry cost, price per area, and monthly cost. Alright, so when you go into that, this is what it will look like. So first, select whether you're buying a project or a sub-sale. A project is a property that is still under construction, and a sub-sale already completed. Now second, put the SPA price in the purchase price column. Now this is the SPA price, not the net price. There's a difference. 3, the interest rate. Put in the interest rate that the banks are offering. Now you can ask a property agent or a bank, or to be more precise, a banker, to know what's the best rate that they can provide. And it also depends on your profile, CCRIS, CTOS, your history before this. Okay, how well are you with paying off your previous loans, your car loans, your previous mortgage loans, or credit card debts. Now for the loan tenure, this is how long you're going to have to pay off the loan. Now here's the rule. Maximum the banks can allow is 35 years or until your age is 70 years old. So whichever comes first. So let's say, for example, if your age is 40 years old, maximum loan you can get, maximum loan tenure is only up to 30 years, because plus 30 years, you're 70 years old. I hope that makes sense. Okay, for this one, now remember that the banks cover 90% of the house value. Now for the other 10%, you put into this column, which is the down payment column and also the developer rebate. Now it says over here developer discount in the app, but it's actually rebate. Discounts and rebates, they're not the same thing, trust me. So both 1 and 2, the down payment and the developer rebate columns here, they have to add up to equal to 10% to cover during the SPA signing stage. Now these are the hidden fees, the ones that I mentioned to you in the previous video. Now just leave all of them unchecked to see all of the values, but after you've used this, and if let's say you're buying a project and the developer gives them for free, just check each one. Now for this part, just leave it empty. The area, the monthly rental income, and also the monthly utilities, you can put these values if you know them, but our main goal is to see the hidden fees, so just leave them empty. Now let's move on to the examples. For the first example, let's say you're buying a project which is still under construction. The SPA price is 500,000. The bank is offering a 4% interest rate to you for 35 years, and there's no developer rebate. let's say the developer isn't giving any rebates at all. So you put over here 500,000, 4% interest rate, loan tenure 35 years. And for the down payment, you put 10% because there's no developer rebate. So you put 0 over here. Remember, these two have to add up to 10. Okay, so click on calculate after that. And here's how it looks like. Now the loan amount is 90%, which is covered by the banks, which equals to 450,000. Down payment 50,000 because there's no developer rebate. Now here's the 3 SPA hidden fees. The SPA stamp duty, which equals to 9,000. Legal fee 5,000 and disbursement 2,300. For the loan agreement part, for the hidden fees, it's 2,250. Now all of these numbers 4,500 and also 2,300. Now the valuation fee is 0 and it's not stated inside the app because you're buying a project. If you're buying a project, there will be no valuation fees. Your monthly installment will be around 1,993 plus or minus each month. So total you're gonna have to come up is 75,350 during the SPA signing stage, which covers the 10% down payment plus all of these 6 hidden fees. Now here's another thing that I want you guys to know. I've talked to some bankers from Maybank, CIMB, Public Bank. Now it also depends on the bank and their policies. Some of them can actually put the loan stamp duty, loan legal fee, and loan disbursement fee, all of these 3 loan agreement hidden fees, on top of your loan. So you can actually finance these on top of your loan. But it will cost a bit more. So I recommend if you have the money, it's better to just pay them off when you sign the SPA. Now for the down payment, the number 1 here, SPA stamp duty, the MOT. Okay, if you're buying a high-rise condo, for example, after completion, it might take 2 to 3 years. After that, only then will the developer ask you to pay for the MOT. So it will take several years. So to summarize it, it's possible for you to minus number 1, number 4, number 5, number 6 from the 75,350 amount over here. Now for example number 2, okay, we're still with the project, 500k, 4% interest, 35 years, and this time the developer is giving you a 10% rebate. So meaning that you don't have to pay any down payment. For the 10% down payment, you don't have to pay for it. So you put 500k over here, 4% interest rate, 35 years. Okay, the down payment part, you leave it 0. Developer discount, now this is actually the rebate, 10%. So this is what it will look like. The loan amount will be 450k. Now the down payment minus the 10% developer rebate. So you don't have to pay anything. 0%, 0 ringgit. SPA hidden fees, loan agreement hidden fees are all the same as before, as example 1, because we're buying the same property value and also we're covering the same loan amount value. Valuation fee still 0 because we're buying a project. Monthly installment also the same, and total it will be about 25,350. So this is the amount you're going to have to come up with when you want to buy the property when you sign the SPA. And also, as I said before, it's also possible for some banks to exclude 4, 5, and 6. So meaning they will finance this on top of your 90%. So the loan that you're going to have to be paying off is a lot more. And for the MOT, if you buy a high-rise condo, it might take a few years after that, only you pay the MOT. Now, for example, number 3, still a project, 500k, 4% interest, 35 years. This time, let's say the developer is giving you a 6% developer rebate. Now, same thing, 500k for 35 here. Now for the 10% part over here, remember, it has to add up to 10. So if the developer is giving you a 6% rebate, you have to put a down payment of 4%. So here's how it looks like. Same, the loan amount will be 90%, 450k. Down payment minus 6% developer rebate, which will equal to 4% down payment, equals to 20,000. Okay, SPA hidden fees, loan agreement legal fees, hidden fees, still the same as example 1 and 2. Valuation fee still 0 because it's a project. Monthly installment the same. Now total it will be about 45,350. Now let's move on to an example for sub-sales. Now for example 1 to 3 we talked about projects. Now let's talk about sub-sale. Same price of the property, SPA 500,000, 4% interest, 35 years. And let's say there are no rebates because we're not buying from a developer. We're buying for a pre-owned seller. So there won't be any rebates. Okay, over here you put sub-sale, 500k for 35 years. Now down payment, 10% over here. And as you can see over here, there's no section for developer discount or rebate. So that's one of the good things. If you want to buy a property at a cheap price, buy them from a reputable developer that has a strong track record. So you know that they're going to finish completing the projects. Loan amount will be the same, 450k. Down payment will be 10%. There won't be any rebates. 3 SPA hidden fees, 3 loan. Okay, and now because it's a sub-sale, there will be a valuation fee, 1,400. Monthly installment will be the same, 1,993. So ultimately, during SPA signing, after you've got the approval from the banks to get the loan and everything, it will cost you 76,750 ringgit. Alright, that's all the examples that I can give you regarding the hidden fees and how you can check to see how much hidden fees you're going to have to pay, whether you're buying a project or a sub-sale. Now, they both have their pros and cons, but ultimately it's way cheaper and way easier to buy developer projects that are still under construction. But if you want to move in immediately, then you don't have any other choice. A sub-sale it is, but it's going to cost you a lot more. Alright, again, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.